Hello my dear fashion enthusiasts. I am delighted to welcome you back to Brandibay Fashion for an immersive exploration of the Aknvas Fall Winter 2026 runway show, presented during New York Fashion Week. Today I invite you to dive with me into the unique world of Christian Juul Nielsen, the Danish designer trained in Paris, who offers us here much more than a simple succession of looks, a true narrative in 3 acts, like an open book on contemporary fashion. From the very first seconds of the video, it is impossible not to feel this Nordic atmosphere mixed with dreaminess. This is precisely how the creator describes it, heading north, the first chapter of his sketchbook, inspired by the famous story, The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen. This influence is immediately apparent in the icy color palette, the ethereal textures, and the appearance of the models who parade like heroines straight out of a winter fairy tale. What strikes me throughout the show is the skill with which Christian Juul Nielsen reinvents couture heritage to transpose it into modern ready-to-wear. Consider the corsets crafted in 3 different forms, a nod to historical structure while remaining completely contemporary thanks to their bold pairings. We should also note the ingenious use of denim, that emblematic fabric of American style. The voluminous bloomers and pannier shapes bring a theatrical touch without ever tipping into excess. I particularly appreciate the way he modernizes his pieces with exposed zippers, a decidedly contemporary signature. Another highlight of the show is undoubtedly the staging of the floating skirts. Created using wire, he calls them his ice ballerinas. Paired with thick knits, they suggest a duality between fragility and strength, a balance that seems essential to me in this collection. Then there is the meticulous work on the hand-embroidered beads on the tops covered with faux fur. Once again, the illusion is perfect. The attention given to the fabric cutting, the reversed nap, and the different lengths gives both coats and hats an almost animal-like appearance, astonishing in its realism. What I particularly appreciate is also the openness towards accessories and lifestyle that Aknvas is offering this season. Thanks to its collaboration with Okapa, a company specializing in eco-friendly bottles, we see models on the runway carrying several bags at once, either by hand or worn over the shoulder, specifically designed to hold these well-known bottles. This is a smart reflection on our daily lives and our new urban needs. Another point that catches my attention is the discreet yet confident return of the menswear line. It blends harmoniously into this broader Nordic universe, where oversized trousers sit alongside shirts adorned with large flowers or proudly displaying the Danish swan, a strong and poetic symbol that beautifully punctuates the collection as a whole. Finally, it is interesting to note that this show marks a new milestone for the House of Aknvas with the opening of a New York studio dedicated to its private clientele, a strong signal regarding the strategic and artistic evolution of the designer. To conclude, I would say that among the strengths we find a perfectly mastered visual storytelling, a constant dialogue between tradition and textile innovation, and a genuine reflection on accessories designed to accompany our modern lifestyles. Some may find certain pieces too conceptual or less accessible for everyday wear, which is often the case with any avant-garde approach, but that is also what makes this show so exciting. Thank you for sharing this fashion moment with me. Feel free to let me know which look stood out to you or inspired you in this Aknvas collection. I wish you an excellent viewing experience for the rest of the show, and I'll see you very soon for another deep dive into fashion. Take care of yourselves and stay inspired. Goodbye.